The Game Awards are just around the corner, and the rumors about a Hogwarts Legacy sequel and the definitive edition are gaining momentum. And with Geoff Keighley now tweeting about Hogwarts Legacy, it naturally brings up the question, will Hogwarts Legacy make a big return at this year's Game Awards? For years now, the Game Awards, hosted by Geoff Keighley, has been the go-to event for huge surprise announcements. With millions of viewers watching live, studios know they're getting a massive audience here, so if Warner Brothers were to drop something major, this could be the right time and place for it. Geoff has a track record of hyping up major announcements, so the Game Awards would definitely give Warner Brothers a chance to bring a lot of attention to the franchise, though being on a stage like this comes with a high price tag, and the marketing team must be absolutely confident that this is the right time to drop the news. So what could Warner Brothers possibly announce here? Well, there's actually only two options: the full-fledged Hogwarts Legacy sequel reveal, or the definitive edition confirmation. First, let's talk about Hogwarts Legacy II, which, by the way, Warner Brothers has stated that it is their highest priority. And a sequel would be a huge announcement, one that could expand on the story, introduce new characters, and maybe even offer multiplayer options if Warner Brothers is still interested in a live service model. With the recent activities surrounding the next game set in the Wizarding World and its potential to tie into the HBO series, it does seem like a reason to expect something major to be announced, although at this point, I wouldn't expect anything more than a logo reveal, since it does seem, from all the recent talks, that the game is still well in production. But in case they do announce it, it will raise a concern if the developers actually have enough time to finish the game. After all, the fans are now expecting major improvements and expansions like the addition of London and the Ministry of Magic. And that brings us to the second option, the definitive edition. Fans have been asking for a DLC since the game first released, and while it seemed unlikely at first, we now have two different reports that suggest an expansion is on the way. First reported as the Director's Cut and now dubbed Hogwarts Legacy's Definitive Edition, this DLC would add up to 15 hours of new story content, plus new locations, spells, outfits, and more. So if that's true, it would be a huge reveal. Even though this DLC would appear to be a bit late, considering we are now approaching Hogwarts Legacy's second year anniversary, this would be an amazing treat for the fans who are begging for more content and a substantial reason to come back into the game. And since we still haven't gotten official confirmation from the developers about any kind of expansion, it makes sense that the Game Awards could be the spot to announce it. It is also important to point out that developers themselves left the doors open for potential future updates during their livestream highlighting the last summer update for Hogwarts Legacy back in June. So how likely are we to see either of these announcements? Well, if we look at Warner Brothers' history, Hogwarts Legacy reveals have typically been handled at major events like Sony's showcases or through standalone announcements. They did, however, show up at Gamescom, which slightly raises the chances of a Game Awards reveal. But considering how much time and budget it takes to secure a Game Awards slot, Warner Brothers might still consider to keep things under wraps and make an announcement on their own terms. But that being said, there's something unusual happening this year. Geoff Keighley is tweeting about Hogwarts Legacy. Up until now, the Game Awards haven't really acknowledged Hogwarts Legacy that much, even though it was the best-selling game of 2023. So why Geoff Keighley is tweeting about Hogwarts Legacy all of a sudden on all the social medias? Is he hinting at a potential news drop? Or is it simply, hyping up for the Game Awards and he's just talking about all types of gaming trends? All in all, if there's any Hogwarts Legacy announcement, I think the definitive edition is a more likely scenario. My guess is that Warner Brothers will eventually bring this new DLC out sometime in 2025 to keep fans engaged and buy themselves time to work on the sequel. But honestly, the chances of Hogwarts Legacy showing up at the Game Awards are very, very low. Either way, I will be co-streaming the event and breaking down all the news afterwards. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss the coverage. And while we're waiting for December 12th, feel free to check out other Hogwarts Legacy videos right here. But as always, guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and all the other buttons of that nature. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.